Oh, good.
Someone wind Duncan. I think it's time.
I did just eat dinner. I'm in the middle
So
of
did I.
digesting.
You don't hear me belching up a storm.
What did you have?
And I'm the one who burps.
Chicken
Did you eat
wings.
chicken
Not
wings?
very good. Not very good chicken wings.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's what you get for ordering from KFC. Anyway.
Well,
We
I
didn't.
mean, just don't throw my dad under the bus like that.
Also, KFC is good.
No! Wasn't the
To
intent.
be fair.
My dad's just not very good at making chicken wings. I'm good at making chicken wings. I learned how to make chicken wings. I make them do goop.
You made roasts.
I've made all kinds of things. Not
I'm
all of them were
scared of
good.
chicken.
Well,
Andrea
I'm scared
is
of
scared
working with chicken.
Well, as long as the chicken is already dead, you're fine.
That's
I mean,
not true.
no,
Chicken can kill you from beyond the grave.
Yeah. My main concern is killing everyone else in my life.
It has a special death rattle ability called salmonella.
But it's like that. It's like that video game Valhalla. It's just spelt with letters, numbers, and dashes.
Wow, that sounds vile.
How would you spell salmonella in that style?
5-4
S8M dash.
No. It's 5-4.
All you do is you put up. You just have like a chicken emoji and then like a barfing emoji. That's it.
Hold on. Hold on. I got it.
Okay. Okay.
It did it.
Did it?
I don't know why I put it in the development chat. That's just where I put it.
We work. Right. Okay. So this is the Immaterial Gamers podcast episode 541m0n3114.
Salmonella. My dog is eating a bone.
Dude, it's not a chicken bone, is it? I love Ace Attorney.
No, it's a rib bone. What am I, an asshole?
That was supposed to be me slamming my big fat pointing hand and hold on. No, wait, hold on. I've got to be looking like to the side, aren't I?
And you didn't hear that because I have a touch mute button on my microphone. Ayo.
Wow.
Have I been on the podcast?
I don't have a microphone.
I think I have.
Yeah. You have. With that microphone, yeah.
I don't know if I have no idea if it's any better or worse or just the same as the old one. It's just it exists. It's got an arm.
It's absolutely fine.
I'm scared
USB. It's not
XLR.
So
I remember I did keep it in because you whammed it accidentally in the middle of that podcast. So you went
dong. Well, metal and springs and stuff. They're really good at keeping that reverb. I'm just applying deodorant because I'm a disgusting animal who forgot to put it on this morning.
Don't worry about it.
I don't usually do that. I'm usually really good about that.
I did sleep.
Nobody sleeps. This is COVID.
I sleep.
We're all of us are continuously in a form of semi-conscious catatonia all year long because of COVID. No one's really ever asleep or fully awake.
Too much, probably.
You sleep more than you ever have, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you.
Yeah, can we just take that down as a quote, please, and just put it in the archives?
Yes.
You sleep more than you ever have.
Yeah, I sleep a lot, and now I'm sleeping more. I accidentally turned on my heater. I don't even know how I did that.
It's already warm in your room. Why are you doing that?
I said I accidentally turned it on.
This is a comedy of errors podcast. I like it.
I know one person not making any mistakes.
Weird.
Craig.
Still right here. Well, Craig, yeah, but podcast isn't over yet. We've only been going for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
he has like an hour to make mistakes. Don't give him that much credit yet.
Fair enough.
Craig is on thin ice, honestly. He's like the at this rate, he's going to be like the first person to get fired from Immaterial Gamers.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is why I put him in the podcast, and not just because if I remove Craig from video participants, it also removes Andrea as well. By the way, Andrea's here.
Hello.
Hey, Andrea.
I'm never here.
After a 14-episode hiatus.
I don't think it's
like
my
3
longest.
months.
I think I've been away for more than that.
Yeah, well, you're still here more often than a lot of people who are in this
Oh
group.
no. That's sad.
They make it when they can.
When they can.
Hey, by the way, we've also got another guest star, Christmas Tree.
Oh my god, it's so psychedelic. Look at it go.
It's a very nice Christmas tree, Ryan.
Thank you.
Sound
I
like a
didn't
little
set it up.
tiny
It was Don and Martin that set it up. So
a little tiny air horn right next to us.
Hey, by the way, did you hear the air horn that I put in your last Better Together video?
No, I should
Exactly at that quote. His little Chag quote.
I should definitely investigate.
I've kept it as well because it's stock.
Please play it for the class right now.
Okay, wait for it. Ah, yes, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't play it through here. You just have to assume that I did.
Sad.
Find the bit in the Fire Emblem video, and we'll just play it in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Andrea, can I ask you a question? How come I never record stuff anymore? Why did we stop doing that?
Because you don't ask.
I don't ask, but neither do you. This has
It's
gotta
true.
be all
It's because
on
I
me.
forget. I just forget. I'm a fish. Blub.
Yeah. And this is why there is an Immaterial bonus video on Monday.
Yeah, see,
not Better Together this week.
See, I was gonna be like, damn, you're replacing this, but then I realized, no, it's just you said you were taking Sundays off, and it's Saturday.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, technically it's Sunday for me, but who cares? No one's counting. I mean, Sunday
It's not
mornings
yet. It'll be
onwards.
Sunday in 15 minutes.
Wow. Oh, it's been there for the length of the podcast. By the time we finish, it'll be Sunday.
Yes.
There we go. Keep everything going like that. Right. How has everyone's week been?
I don't remember. I don't remember anything.
I don't know what time is anymore.
Yeah, I kind of lost track. I finished an exam in one of my classes, my online classes.
Right.
That was great. I loved it. I loved the part where it was open book and online, so I didn't really have to do any work at all. I just copy pasted answers from the textbook and the internet.
As you do.
Wow, I can't believe you cheated.
Honestly, I think they deserve it. There were the first like third of the questions in the exam where I you know how if you're in a page, you can like control F to like search for words on that page.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I use that function to like search through my textbook to like find like relevant, blurbs about how to answer this question. But by using this feature, I can also discover that about the first third of the questions in the exam were not only literally taken word for word from the textbook, like letter for letter, identical, pulled it right out of the textbook, but not only are the answers the same, but they're even listed in the same order as they are in the textbook. Like they were that direct, lazy ripoff. Like if you're gonna put that little effort into writing an exam that is supposed to be like a serious, stepping block into becoming like, a mortgage broker or an insurance salesman or something like that. If you're going to put that little effort into it, you deserve the exact same amount of effort given to you by your students. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I cheated on my exam. They fucking cheated on their exam too. They cheated at making the exam. So I deserve to be able to cheat at my exam. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Okay, this podcast will now be used as evidence. Perfect. And and if this gets used as evidence and we still don't get seen, where's this come from? Oh, it came from this YouTube channel. What channel?
It came from somewhere.
Look, man, I'm still proud that I was responsible for our most viewed video to date.
And
Yes.
still, yeah, and
Not
still
only
climbing.
not only were you there, but like you were like the entire driving force behind it. It was your game.
Yeah.
You played it.
I was like,
and
let's
I
fucking
was
play
just
Yuppie
there.
Psycho
I was just
because I
there being
like
an
it.
asshole.
It's got 505 views.
Yeah, it
Oh,
won't make
yeah.
it won't make the 1,000 by New Year's that I was kind of hoping for, but hey, 500, that's
Also got
all right.
7 comments.
That's okay. Yes, some of them are even
7?
from people we don't know. It's crazy.
Wait, no, shit, that's the finale. Hold on.
Okay, some of them were bots, so I think I've already gone. But there's definitely someone 3 weeks ago who said, "Not sure if you noticed, but the Hugo death at the end was actually a clue showing that you missed something for different endings." Yes, and if you
my
watch the
God.
second part, they resolved that.
Yeah, we never made the acknowledged the connection, so he was right. We did miss it.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
We
No,
are
that's
dumbasses.
also
But
true. But
hey,
yeah,
you
it
know
was.
what? That's what comments are for.
Yeah.
Engaging in discussion and
But thank you
learning
for noticing.
Thanks for your comment.
I'm gonna do like what I zoomed in on when you did the second part video and zoom in towards the comment. Medliclafauti.
Do you guys think Merlin Days ever watched the second part of Executive Edition?
Who?
I'm gonna say that the other commentator, the other commenter on the video who subscribed because of said video, and you had a conversation with 3 weeks ago.
Be nice. I would like to think
As I
so.
believe this is the one where that he was the
I was a
commenter
little
that zoomed
sad.
in on.
I was a little sad that we went from 63 to 65 subscribers. I was like, ah, shit, yeah, our one video brought in, increased our total subscriber count by like 4%. It's insane. Uh, but a week or two later, then we went down to 64. I'm like, ah. They
Yeah,
didn't.
went
They
back up.
didn't. They didn't like the other content that we made.
Yeah, it's like,
They're just like, oh, yuppie sucker content. I
oh
love
sweet,
this.
I
And then
came here
it's
for
just
this
Stefan
Yuppie Psycho one trick, and then it's
just Stefan screaming in TFT or something, and it's just like, no, I'm unsubscribe,
so
unsubscribe.
what was the next video afterward? It
Uh,
was Teamfight Tactics.
but it's
was-
Steph screaming.
I don't know. No,
I'm sure
this is
he
the one
complained about something.
Oh,
Real
this
whiner,
was the
that
one where we started and Steph literally turned up 3 minutes later asking why the fuck we started without him. So he just so he coached D through the game instead.
That's
Well, there you
kind of hilarious.
So yeah, that was the one that happened, and then
It's shadow auto brawling.
yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
can I say, no one watched it, but from what I remember, I feel like the Resident Evil was genuinely like really funny, actually.
Okay, I mean, I am. Yous all know this as well. I'm my own worst critic when it comes to this project, and I was falling over.
Hooray!
It was,
There you go. You get.
I had a lot of fun making those Resident Evil videos, man. They were.
Because the thing is,
I had fucking a lot of fun editing them. They were great.
because like here's the thing, because it's easy to scare Duncan, and it's fucking funny. But I also feel like I have really entertaining reactions to horror, and it's sad because I'm the one who plays all the horror games, so you don't get many raw reactions. But then, like, look at Executive Edition, and it's like, ooh.
Nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
it was a nice level of karma between the normal Yuppie Psycho edition and watching Duncan blow the mic out at Draw Baby or whatever it was.
Yeah, just like, fuck.
Cabinet baby.
Cabinet Baby. There we go. That'll do. But then 2 weeks
Drawer
later,
Baby is the pre-evolution. It evolved into Cabinet Baby.
but then 2 weeks later, Andrea losing her shit to Psycho Ray.
Yeah,
In all
that was
fairness,
good. It was great
I
being on the
feel
side
like
of
I'm justified.
I was so happy and relieved and vindicated when it's like the spookiest part of the entire game well, now that we've seen all of the executive edition content in the entire game, full stop, was was the part where Andrea got to play completely blind with no guides or video references.
Yeah. So that was all
That
fun.
was
Oh
great.
yeah,
I
Andrea,
loved it.
since you've been here, by the way, the whole structured podcast element has just gone right out the window. We just
Okay, cool.
talk shit now, and you know what? It's probably better for it.
Yeah,
So is
no,
what's been played still
I
thing,
think
or is that also just
I
canned out the
we-
window?
What? Sorry.
that was a question. Yeah.
Is what's been played still a thing, or is that also just gone? I'm just curious.
If someone's had something they've played and they want to talk about it,
Okay.
they can just jump in on that. Same with sort of news if they find anything that's that's fun. And you've seen as sometimes we do the weird batshit crazy quizzes. I mean, the last one we did was this or that regarding Mario.
This or that.
Oh, dude, I wish I was there.
Some of them were mental.
Hey, you should hang out
Maybe
some more.
bring it back. We can bring it back at some point
When the development chat, you'll know when these things are happening.
yeah. When I
I
remember.
mean, I usually am doing other
You look
things.
36 hours the next day, and you're like, "Wow, well, all right, maybe
I
next
actually
time." And then you
look like right when it happens. I just don't really say anything
Nah.
because I have the least agency of anyone here.
Well, there will
you're
be
an
some
agent.
agency.
You're 18. You are an agent of justice.
Your agency. I don't
Indeed.
know how that works. But yeah,
know-
speaking of keep an eye in the development chat, this is for Immaterial Gamers purposes, not just the podcast purposes, because there's been some rule changes to the Immaterial Gamers Fantasy League, or there's been one major one. I'll say it right now. It come with. I'm gonna plan for the third season of the Fantasy League, and D will defend the trophy that they've not received because pandemic. I might get it to D just before the final if they do it, so they can
Do you ever just like wave it at him like in the webcam? It's like, look, D, this is yours. You have this. Like, I mean, you don't have this, but you have this. This is yours. I mean, it's not yours, but it's yours.
I mean, it is yours by merit of winning. It's just not with you. D's bought a pack of 10 mini trophies anyway, so they're fine. Use one of them as them for now. But yeah, gonna give you the idea that the big rule change that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the team win points.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. Just remove that random element that takes away from the. I call it skill, but let's face it, it's just a different kind of luck. It's more.
Wait, was that the thing that stopped me from
mathematically
winning last
supported
time?
luck.
It's the thing that stopped you from qualifying last time, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I was really good at just randomly putting in numbers and looking at averages.
Well, I want to see if this works next time, because the other thing on that, because of the team win points going out, the fantasy league will be open to more than 10 people if we get more than 10 people.
Oh my god!
Because
you mean like are you saying we could have as many as 11 people playing this game with us?
I mean, we could also take it further and maybe have, wait for it, 12.
Don't say it. Oh my god! I don't think Microsoft Excel can handle that many people.
I know, right? I mean, it's just madness.
I mean,
but
can it comprehend that much data all at once?
I mean, that's probably why we're not using Microsoft Excel. I mean, we'll just use Excel, Chrome, Google Sheets. Google Sheets. That's what it's called.
So basically, the grocery store brand Excel sheets.
Yeah. Yet the one that when tested by multiple people always comes out on top, better than the own brand, the main brand anyway. So yeah, so I believe that the spring split of the LEC will start in January, or like the sort of end of January. So that gives us some time. So just give you the heads up now, and give viewers the heads up that it'll be happening again.
Hooray!
Other updates. Steph is no longer.
If I win the trophy, you're fucking mailing it to me. I don't care. I don't care if I have to pay the postage. You are mailing me that trophy. It's not gonna sit on shelf for 3 months. Ain't
No,
happening.
no, no. I will hold you to that. Mainly due to the fact
Technical.
we'll do that because of speaking of stuff that you need to hold me to. The end of the video game challenge happened
Holding
this week.
you. All right.
Oh, Andrea, were you aware of this?
Is this the I think I actually have a jumping off point of this. Was this the rhythm game without sound?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in my thing. Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, the video game challenge, which we had for me to, within a month or whatever, practice doing a rhythm game with no sound, and then trying to complete it in one run, recorded. And if we win, I'd win a video game, another rhythm game. If I lost, I'd have to record a music video that is a extremely low budget version of a music video that is already out, also known as
Safety
Sweeting.
news.
And it's been out for a few days. I failed. I had fun,
Wow.
but I failed.
That's weird, because to me it seems like doing a rhythm game without sound would be easier than one without visuals,
It,
depending on what it is.
yeah, I mean, it turns out, something that I learned from this, by the way, because I was doing the practicing and I got halfway through. I was getting frustrated, I'll admit, with it. So I stopped playing it with no sound and started playing it with the music, and I just couldn't do it. The music was actually distracting me from doing the thing that I would have needed to do in the
It's like
first place.
it's like that episode of SpongeBob where like he gets a really mean boarding school teacher, and
Mm.
he's like you're gonna learn how to do this course blindfolded, and then he learns how to do it blindfolded, but then he literally can only do it blindfolded, and then when he gets into a car without a blindfold, he's fucked.
Yeah. And then the same thing that normally happens with him just happens, riding around the side of buildings and
and the expected ensues.
yeah. So yeah,
And then
but
SpongeBob happens is the
yeah,
segue.
yeah, and then SpongeBob. But yeah, Steph was my witness for that, and because he was going through, he was desperately hoping that I didn't win, and he got his
Let's
wish.
be honest, we were all hoping you weren't going to win, not just because of the money, but because it would be really funny to watch you fuck up, butcher a music video.
And don't worry, that will happen the moment we find. What I'm doing is I'm sort of holding out at the moment to see what our COVID tiers are, to see if they're going to get reduced to allow me to actually,
To leave the house.
find a space. Yeah, to leave the house and find a space to actually do this video with enough other people around who could help me record said video. Because Steph made a point in the video. It's like, how am I going to record this? I was like, I don't know. And he was like, "Oh, look, you're doing a music video." I was like, "Well, you could help." He's like, "Well, what am I going to help with?" And I just say one word without breaking a beat: cameraman. I need one. Unless I'm going to do this whole thing on a selfie stick. And
Now, I'll be honest, I wouldn't, I as much as I'm interested in seeing this video, I'm not going to be your cameraman. That would be a really expensive plane ticket.
yeah, no,
That being said, I keep saying I wanted to go there for New Year's. It's a little late at this point, but
yeah, maybe next year.
a little bit last minute, little kind of cutting it pretty close to the jib there.
Yeah.
Plus, all of our international travel was canceled because people are idiots.
Travel corridors. So that whole yeah, so just looking at just getting that all sorted. I mean, I laid like my little slow-mo Grand Theft Auto wasted sign that happened on failing the challenge as well. It just slowed down. I looked at looked at the floor. Everything's there. I forgot what I was actually going to say. Oh yeah, that's the thing. So I've got like a very specific list of stuff that I need now, like a toy saxophone and a toy keyboard.
No,
I'm
don't
sure I
even
can.
get the saxophone. Use an automaton.
Yeah.
Automaton?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what an automaton is, Duncan?
It's a robot.
Oh, not
I mean,
automaton.
I guess.
Yeah, I can also need to get like one of those toy VTech laptops that all the kids used to get, where you could just like program BASIC. Just me? Okay. And then the other thing, I'm thinking I need a kazoo. Now, that's probably the easiest item to get, to be honest. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. So, in the next couple of months, there will be the music video. It will happen. So, I like to see Andrea is taking notes.
You know, it's so weird how like just like how the way cameras work is just like it's so easy to just make it look like I'm like I'm all like happy and tired. I'm like don't look at me because I'm just tilting my head up. But then I tilt the other way around. I was like I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah, it does. I mean, yeah, it did.
Kill a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, so it's like
No, I didn't change my facial expression at all. It's just like and then,
Yeah, I see. Look, interested, bored. It's amazing. It's amazing what a
You'll
face
never
can do.
know what my facial expression's doing.
sinister.
Andrea, how dare you be annoyed?
Stop being annoying. What?
No, I'm not.
I have just one strand of hair in my eye. Slowly, as they become more and more deranged, more hair gets into
Oh,
my face.
I could do the worst L'Oreal hair sweep one set.
Do it.
And it all just sticks to you because it's just grease. It's just like it's a fucking helmet.
That's fine. I don't care. Natural grease is fine. Right, so
it's
so
my
Andrea,
own grease. It's not that gross.
So you were about to say something regarding the challenge,
you?
or
Yeah. I was saying it's like pretty much since you like first brought up the concept, I was like, I want to do something kind of like that because I like rhythm games. They're fun.
okay?
But I was kind of thinking of doing the opposite, which is to essentially just play through an entire rhythm heaven game without being able to look at the screen because I'm bad at it. But then I realized because I don't know how to be funny by myself, and I don't necessarily know if I want to make Duncan have to co-commentate with that. I don't.
Would I be watching the screen or would I be looking at you? What would I be doing in that situation?
You'd be looking at the screen. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but you'd be allowed to look at the screen.
I'd be like, you nailed it. That one, perfect. Absolutely flawless. I can't even believe. Are you peeking? Is this pre-recorded? I can't believe how good you are.
And what Duncan's actually seen as the game over screen.
But basically, I was thinking of not all perfects, because asking for all perfects with those conditions would be a fucking nightmare, and we'd be there forever. But I was thinking at least all superbs.
Oh, superb. You know, it's just like I can't be perfect. I mean, come on, that's unrealistic.
Well,
superb. Well,
Duncan, I'm going to educate you on how rhythm heaven works real quick.
No.
So, too bad.
Educate me.
It's school time. Okay, so basically, in doing a song in rhythm heaven, there's 4 ranks you can get. There's try again, okay, superb, and perfect.
Okay.
You need just okay to be able to move on to the next thing. Superb is like, you did it. And getting a superb will give you a chance to go for a perfect. Going for a perfect is completely random. The game decides what rhythm game to get a perfect on whenever it fucking feels like it. So basically, you could do perfectly on a track and it won't matter unless the game actively wants you to go for a perfect.
Is this the one? Because I think I remember because there is a loading ready run stream called Rhythm Cafe, and I'm sure I remember them going to certain missions, and it was like, all right, this is a chance for a perfect, but if you just sort of miss once, it's like,
yeah,
you're done.
Game over. I mean, it's not game over.
That sounds awful.
I was thinking on doing Mega Mix, but there isn't really a good way to record it because it's a 3DS game.
And unless you buy one of those weird mod packs where you send your DS over to some guy who puts a giant brick on the back of it to.
Yeah, because I just emulate it because I don't feel bad because I already bought the game. But
then I'll take the mod out of 3DS and just put a brick on it. Just
yeah, but I just get an emulator of it because I already bought the game legally, so I don't feel bad about it.
Okay.
But 3DS ROMs are hard.
Mm.
But no, if I can like get emulator and ROM up and running for it, then I might just be like, hey Duncan, guess what we're doing today? And that'll just be a whole thing.
There you
Maybe,
go.
I don't know.
It'll be like Spooktober all over again, except less
It'll be
scary
like,
for me.
yeah.
It'll still be horrifying for you.
You just get to laugh at me for being bad.
Oh, this'll be great.
I always do that, even just when we're not reading record. I laugh at you for being bad all the time.
You know, and you
I
know what?
know.
The best thing is, I'll let you decide on the other key tenet of video game challenges. Then
I mean, anyone can show up. I won't be picky.
oh no, it's more the other bit. Reward for success, punishment for failure.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta figure that out. I don't fucking know.
All
I
right,
also
well,
don't know what dictates success or failure in this sense.
I mean that sort of would be on you because you know you're looking at getting a superb by playing it without visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's also superb on like every song. So we're gonna be here a while.
Maybe on that point it would be time limit.
Oh yeah, do it in X amount of time.
Yeah, so
Speed
sort of
run.
like X. So
Here
I
we
mean on
go.
this it'd be sort of X amount of. I wouldn't expect you to do it
And
all
that's
in
how
one go,
Andrea.
would it? So it'd be like in X amount of days.
All right,
And that's
well,
how
hold
Andrea
on.
accidentally invented a new speedrunning category.
Hold on. Rhythm. That's not how you spell rhythm heaven.
Rhythm Heaven speedrun. Is that blah?
Okay.
Will it be on speedrun.net?
Okay. So, getting perfect on every game with just the actual rhythm games, nothing in between, takes 3 hours and 12 minutes. So, and that's cutting out all the fluff in between.
Wow.
What's the speed run? I'm just curious. I'm so
It's gonna be
sorry.
like 4 minutes or something.
Rhythm Heaven, just Rhythm Heaven.
16
Rhythm
and a
Heaven
half seconds.
Megamix.
Megamix. Okay, here we go. Fake credits. 1 hour 5 minutes 28.
Oh yeah, that's fake credits. I think that's just the first half
Isn't
of
that
the
the one?
game.
Yeah, isn't that the one where you just? I remember playing Megamix actually now. So it's like you did each of the zones, didn't you? And the fake credits was before you
Yeah.
went up the tower, which was
Oh
the
my god, please look at the 100% speedrun.
100% speedrun. 19 hours, 1 minute and 2 seconds. To be fair, it's easy to be first if you're the only person who submitted it.
Whoa, dude, there's a category for blindfolded actual ending.
Is that in the MISC?
Yeah.
Oh god.
There are no runs. What are the rules? Let's have a look at the rules. Beat all
The
the minigames
hypothetical.
blindfolded up to the final remix, or simply by hiding the top screen. Time starts on file select and ends on the last text box with Tibby's mum for a long, long time.
Ferb, I know what we're doing. At some point, not today.
But your actual ending rules is just beat final remix as fast as
So
possible.
that's like
Okay, so
that one 19-hour run. That's like a
So the
you could do a
100%.
Persona speed run in that.
Yeah, so category rules for the 100% run. Get a perfect medal in every game. Get the skill star in every game. Buy every rhythm item and song from the shop. Beat every challenge from Saffron, Saltwater, and Paprika World. Level up your goat to level 200.
God, all of these are making me go ew.
All of these
Because
things are maybe going, what the fuck does that even mean? Level your go up to
okay, well,
200?
perfect medal is you get a perfect medal for going for a perfect and living to tell the tale. Skill stars fucking suck and I hate them. Because
Oh.
basically there'll just be one bit of the track that you need to do actually perfectly, and then you get your skill star.
Yeah.
Rhythm items are just stuff in the shop. That's challenge mode. The thing that fucking blows about challenge mode is that unless you have a second person around to suffer with you, it costs 5 coins for every try. At all. And coins are a bitch to grind. And I don't want to even get fucking started on the goat.
Sorry, on my screen I'm pointing to Duncan.
Oh, on
Or
my
if you have a
screen, you're
second
pointing
person to
to the
suffer
right.
with you. Sorry, one sec.
Implying things.
There you go. Well, no, because the problem is if we do it on a ROM, because I would love to just do it on my DS and just do it like via download play, but we can't do that on a ROM.
No.
So unless we would
Yeah.
just want to like
You
film
wouldn't
the
download
actual,
a ROM. You wouldn't download a 3DS.
yeah. So
You wouldn't
unless
download Orion.
we want to like film it, so there's just a camera on the DS.
That would be an annoying video to watch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Hold
was just
on,
filming my DS that's here. One sec.
I feel like you're lying to
Oh
me.
yeah, you're filming your D.
No.
filming your D.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up 3DS emulators. Oh god, that typing is absolutely coming through, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Whoops.
Pencil.
Okay. Citra is an open source emulator for Nintendo 3DS. Let's try it.
Okay, while that's happening, what else have we got? Oh yeah, that was it. Terry.
What about
Terry?
him?
Terry has received a promo. He's no longer Canadian.
Oh.
He's now streaming Canadian.
Oh my god.
That's about as much. That's about Scott Pilgrim as I could get, to be honest. Young Neil, you have done well. From now on, you will now be known as Neil. I've got to watch that film again.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I love the
CinemaSins.
film.
So CinemaSins did a video on that, and
Mhm.
Oh
it's
god.
like most CinemaSins videos, it makes me upset.
I
Yeah.
mean, I know that there's the sort of the concerns that yes, Jeremy of CinemaSins, he's like people go, oh, he nitpicks and stuff. I mean, this will probably get me castrated here, but I can see the entertainment of it in spite
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
I get it.
clear nitpicking
Well,
that's
here's
used
the
in
thing.
it.
The problem
Just
with CinemaSins goes beyond just that. The presentation of the video lends itself to an unassailable position from a critical standpoint, because he sprinkles in, he alternates between shitty nitpick criticisms, uh jokes, usually bad jokes, uh and actual, this is me attempting to criticize the film
Actual
criticisms.
critique, yeah.
And they just come off in such a rapid fire manner where you don't really have time to think about anything he says or does. And and
Because he's
because
already on to the next sin.
yeah, and because he's always like moving, from one point to another without thinking, and because you can never tell if does this does this comment not make sense because it's a joke, or does it not make sense because he's wrong? And if you were to try and point out and say this video is terrible because it's got all these problems with it, it's easy for him or any of his fans to just go, it's a joke, man, don't take it so seriously, bro. But not all of it is jokes. That's it creates this
paradox.
it creates this homogenous gooey barrier against criticism, against the format. And I watched this one podcast by some guys who tackle bad media criticism, that's their main jam. Every Saturday they sit down, do a video that is reviewing a thing ostensibly, and just critiquing their approach and their analysis of that thing.
Yeah.
And they make liberal use of the pause button throughout the video to take time to express their thoughts. And they've tackled a few CinemaSins videos, and they fall to pieces when you actually stop them
Yeah.
frequently enough and talk through each point, but whether it be a dumb joke or an actual criticism. They
Mm.
fall to pieces when you
Stop
don't
and
fall
think.
to the format and stop and think about what is being said and why it is being said.
Mhm.
It's they're the point of CinemaSins is terrible. That's what I'm getting at.
Alright,
They're
can I
they're
just
not just
bring
bad criticisms. They're bad videos. They are hard. I consider them actively harmful to like web analysis.
I like them as like little like just whatever, you know?
Mm.
Like you're not here to take anything seriously, you're just here to watch a video. But
That's
can I
it.
just
You
bring up
fell
like
for it. You fell for the you fell for the formula. The homogeneous barrier has deflected you,
I
or
mean,
is
I'm,
Duncan,
I,
shut
it,
up.
I mean,
it has
I'm also,
entrapped you in its goo.
yeah. I mean, I'm also of the opinion that they are not. I could never take them seriously as a critical.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's
I don't think
Well, that's
anyone
the
not a
does.
chance.
but that's the problem. Is like every once in a while, like they kind of want you to. Like every once in a while, they're like, yeah, this matters. You should actually kind of sort of pay
Mm.
attention. And it's like, but no, though, actually,
Yeah.
It's too
But no.
sprinkled in. I mean, if I was
it's
if I was to suggest a YouTube channel that did look at like film critiques and critical thinking that was I don't know what's the word for it. It's good. Um, I I'd go with the Film Joy channel.
I don't know that show.
Former Gearbox creative champion, as they called him, basically head writer, Mikey Newman.
Okay.
As basically it's film enthusiasm channel. He does a series called Movies with Mikey, which is sort of going into like basically deep critique and sort of appreciation for films and TV series he likes, and recently video games he likes. He's done two, as far as I'm aware, one on the history of Mario, and the other on the history of Zelda, or on Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I'm not a Nintendo person, but use a Nintendo people, I'd suggest. He
I
also
will.
does a series which is actually pretty cool called Deep Dive, where the whole idea of it is him and a couple of other like sort of
People.
people, friends of his. There was one that actually had former Rooster Teeth contributor Miles Luna in it,
Hmm.
where they have to watch a film that is being critically rated as, well, shite, but watch the film and, above all other things, find the positives about it.
Oh my god.
Like, I think the one with Miles in it was Valerian Planet of a Thousand Suns, or whatever it's called. Um,
I see.
Martin didn't particularly mind that one, as he's just said to me. But
Didn't particularly mind. Oh, the movie, you mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, you know what? That particular episode was not as shit as the other ones are. The way,
yeah,
it's like, oh, I see what he, I see, I get you.
yeah. So it was Deep Dive with guest Miles Luna was Valerian, and Martin has also said to me at that point where if he didn't mind the way that Martin reviews stuff in his head is that if he says something like he didn't mind it or it wasn't that bad, you might as well watch it because it's up there. Now, granted, one of these films that he said he didn't mind was Iron Sky.
I never heard of that.
He said it was funny because it was so unfunny. It's the film with the evil Germans on the moon,
Oh,
and then they come down, and then there's a scene in the film where there is a, I can't believe I'm saying this. They send a black man up as a token astronaut.
hmm.
That's in
Oh,
the thing,
cool.
and they use a weapon on him and send him back to Earth that makes him an Aryan. Yes, they whitewash the black man.
Uh-huh. And that's the title of the
It's
video, right
so
there.
bad.
Pretty close.
I can't choose it. Look, there's the other update. We got labeled as fake news on Facebook. on the
That's
video
what.
game challenge finale video.
Welcome to being alive in the year 2020.
Turns out I did some digging, by the way, and I found out why that's the case. So, you know, all these conspiracy theorists, right? The people who believe that, lizards live in the earth and, 5G signals will take on microchips that from vaccines, all organized by Bill Gates and the shadowy cabal and all that bollocks. And it's
Mhm.
bollocks. It's
Yes.
intentionally fake. I know that's fake. Don't report us as fake news again, please, because I'm telling you it's fake.
Anyway,
Thank you.
about him.
Yeah. The problem I scheduled the post for the video game challenge, so it would happen while I was at work. And the problem with scheduling the video game challenge post while at work
Or scheduling.
was, yeah, whatever. Planning ahead for that means there's no thumbnail for the YouTube video, and all that people would see on Facebook is youtube.com. Now, according to independent fact checkers, most people who spout their bollocks don't put a thumbnail and the name of the video at the bottom, and it just says youtube.com. So Facebook's algorithms determined that our video said youtube.com and thought that we were peddling fake COVID conspiracy theories.
Oh, good. I always love it when robots decide who lives and who dies on the internet. That seems like a fair and unbiased way to handle media.
Yeah. And you know what's also worse on that is that Spin Rhythm
It's like it's
liked
only.
and
I mean,
shared that video.
It's like we're only talking about a handful of literally the wealthiest companies on the face of the earth. It's not like it's not like hiring people during a fucking pandemic would be a more sensible solution to a faulty algorithm. I don't know. I mean,
no, you
unemployment
gotta
rate 10%.
you gotta remember they're the
Whatever.
they're the clever people. The algorithm has done no wrong. Anyway, yeah. So the thing is on that, Spin Rhythm liked that video, and on Twitter they did more than like the video, they retweeted it, which thank
Oh
you.
my god, you're famous, Ryan,
Thank
and you're gonna
you.
be even more famous when
Their community manager also liked the post as well, so thank you, RSJ.
you're gonna be even more famous when you make that video.
Oh, infamous.
Is it
But
Spooktober
yeah,
again already?
yeah. But this now leads me to the situation now. Have I screwed up Spin Rhythm here? Because they'll have shared that video that says youtube.com on. We got the warning that says content shared by us was false. So now, does that mean Spin Rhythm get in trouble for perpetuating the apparently false video that we shared?
No, it just means that Spin Rhythm is the makers of Spin Rhythm are COVID deniers. Easy, anti-vaxxers. Done.
That's not
It's,
true. We're sorry, Spin Rhythm. Duncan is not responsible
I,
for the.
here I am saying these things right after we just celebrated the fact that they retweeted all your stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh
true.
well.
I don't mean it. It was a joke. God, please don't kill us.
Easy come, easy go, eh? So yeah. So if wrapping that back around, I would suggest you watch the Film Joy channel if you'd actually like some positive stuff about films.
It's not about I don't care about positivity. I just wanted people to fucking do it right. You know.
He also does. He also
It's
does
not about.
correct
It's not
critique.
about.
So
It's not about It's like building movies up or tearing movies down. That's not. I don't care what direction we're moving in. I want a methodical and careful approach. I want people to, have a thesis statement, provide examples of things that could prove that.
Mhm.
Have supporting evidence. Wrap back around to your conclusion that says that the thing that you just showed and explained proves the original point. That's just it's just an essay. That's all it is. That's all you got to do. Make points, back those points up, reaffirm the point, draw a conclusion. Donezo.
fair enough. If you want other critique on that, here's another suggestion on this. Have you ever heard of Movie Bob?
I've heard of.
Only bad things. I've only heard bad things.
I just heard the name and that's it.
You
Okay.
should.
I mean, okay, I'll skip on that. Even if you're sort of unhappy with the Man Movie Bob, the 3-hour teardown of Batman versus Superman is worth a watch.
Don't play all asshole.
called Really
Hmm.
That Bad. It's the only time he's done something called Really That Bad, because all the other videos are supposed to be really that good.
Hmm.
Like Ghostbusters and the original Superman and The Matrix and stuff like that.
My usual go-to. This is the same guy I was referring to before. Was this fella here on YouTube? I like him.
Uh,
His particular highlights of his career, in my opinion, are his dismantling of Star Wars: The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, which are more, which are probably more detailed and
oh my.
and they are, those films got demolished. He's not even done with
All right,
Force
movie Bob.
Awakens.
You might need to keep up here because you did 3 hours to tear down Batman versus Superman. This guy has spent so far 9 hours total critiquing just The Force Awakens. If I'm reading that
Yeah.
right, 2 hours 42, 2 hours 19, 3 hours 52.
Yep. And I think he's like maybe 2/3 of the way through the movie.
What?
My
He's
God.
and he's still going. It's just like it, but like it's extraordinarily detailed. Like almost every like line or scene, he's just like, all right, let's talk about what's happening in this scene and why it shouldn't be happening. It's just like, okay, this line of dialogue doesn't make sense because XYZ. We can
Hmm.
prove from earlier points in the video and just general reasonable logic that these things should not happen this way. That it doesn't make any sense. The reason this line of dialogue exists is because of either the director needs the audience to know something that and therefore has to inorganically include this line in a thing, or because the characters in this movie are just written dumbly, and it's just like like literally like line after line, shot after shot, scene after scene. It's just a thorough demolition of these films. He's very good at that kind of thing. He doesn't upload very often,
Well, that being said,
unfortunately.
if you're doing like fully edited versions of, critiquing part of a Star Wars film and it still pops out at 3 hours 52 minutes, then of course it's not going to be uploading much.
He also has really ridiculous. He does
I did.
April Fool's videos every year. The
Oh yeah.
title is Gedelb.
Oh,
I don't actually know what Gedelb is supposed to stand for. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not up to date enough on the lore to know.
mm,
But every year he does a Gedelb, where basically from his podcast that I was telling you about, he every time he does review someone else's video, he has a little notepad open
mm.
that anytime someone says something incredibly stupid or hilarious or just nonsensical as an argument or just a general comment in their review, he gedelbs it by paraphrasing that quote onto the notepad,
Mm.
saving it for later, and then come April Fool's time, he creates a full length, usually about 20-minute long parody of the bad media reviews that he comments on all the time, using lines that he has saved throughout the course of the year as inspiration for his script. And
Ah,
they are like, watching them is like really funny, but it's kind of like a weird trip almost, because it's just like a wall of nonsense. Like your brain can't comprehend what is happening because everything makes not a single sentence makes any sense at all, but they're so like constructed and intentional. You're like, this means something, but I can't wrap my head around it. It's
I mean, I'm just, yeah. I'm just looking at the one from April this year, the full Gedelb Gaming Awards for the 2010s, and the fact that apparently Gedelb in this stands for Game Developers Essentials Lessons Book.
yeah. That's the running joke, is that it changes every video what it means.
Uh, The decade of 2010 and the bestest games of the decade. Eh? So yeah, while that's happening, I believe that's Demon Souls that he's looking at there while we're at it, or is that I don't want to make this video? Okay, well don't worry about it, we won't. It's funny you should mention that because the very first thing that he says is Movie Bob's Twitter Simulator 2020,
Oh yeah.
and there's how it wraps around.
He. Well, I'll put it to you this way: this man is the reason I know who Movie Bob is, and this man is the reason why I do not trust him. He's he has shown up a few times. He is one of the arch nemesis of of his podcast. He shown up a few times and has demonstrated some. Man has demonstrated some very questionable morality in throughout his videos. It makes me kind of gross.
Anyway, video games.
Yes,
Yay!
video games. Hey, you said earlier about if we have a video game we talk about, we just talk about it. I've played a
Yes.
video game this week for the very first time ever in my whole darn life.
Oh my god, you don't say.
Andrea made me.
Oh, what'd you make him play, Andrea?
I played Pokemon Black for the first time ever. And
Okay.
it was a game. Well, I mean, I say it was. I've only beat the first gym, so it's not like it's in the past.
It's still currently a game.
There's still going to be more stuff. So should we talk about the reason why I am playing Pokemon Black and why you are playing Pokemon Black? Because I'm not just doing it just because Andrea likes the game. It's not. There is a specific intention behind it.
Oh, really? Do tell.
So Andrea and I, well, mostly Andrea and I, just kind of been nodding around like, okay. But Andrea has been suggesting that we play to sort of revive the periodically dead project of sibling rivalry.
Bingo.
What?
Is it Pokemon Bingo?
No, no. I was gonna say in the more general, occasionally
in the idea of sibling
dead
rivalry.
project
Okay.
of sibling rivalry.
I believe the term is on hiatus, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's always on hiatus until there's a video,
Twitter
and then it goes
canceled.
immediately back on hiatus as soon as a video comes out.
Ah, yeah.
There's
okay.
no schedule. There never will be one.
No.
We'll never make it regularly.
No, the only thing that's currently regular and will stay regular from this is the podcast.
Yep.
So
this podcast is the prune juice of Immaterial Gamers. It keeps us regular. But anyway, the reason why we're playing Pokemon Black is because we want to make a
money
sibling. Well, yes, that would be nice, but we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We want to make a sibling rivalry series where we play through a Pokemon Black and White Nuzlocke race.
Ooh.
Basically, we try to make it to the credits as quickly as we can while playing Nuzlocke rules on our respective games, and then record it.
So if anyone's listening to this and doesn't know what a Nuzlocke is, Google it. Anyway,
okay, so I mean, I can give you the basic rundown.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
So the basic Nuzlocke rules
Nuzlocke.
basic rules of Nuzlocke are, you can only catch the first Pokemon you find on each route. And if it dies or whatever, that's it. You're screwed. You have to wait till you get to the next route or named area to catch another Pokemon.
Yeah, generally on that as well. If a Pokemon has fainted, you either box it or release it.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other separate rule. It's like if a Pokemon in your inventory, if a Pokemon in your team faints, it's dead. It is dead. You can never use it again. Either put it in the box or release it. So you have to replace it with something else.
I believe there's also like the streaming rules of
you also have to name your Pokemon so they get emotionally attached to them, so that it hurts more when they die.
Effectively, XCOM rules.
Yes.
Make a team of all your friends and family, and then watch them get brutally murdered. and then you then get given a whole bunch of other people, and then you just have to do it again. I've done that before with Darkest Dungeon, naming all my friends, and then if they die, the next person I hire, they just become that name the second.
Oh no.
But anyway, Nuzlocke.
But yeah, I mean, there's a whole cavalcade of supplementary rules that can make the game incrementally harder or just more annoying.
Yeah.
But the majority of the supplementary rules are optional. It's like you can kind of take on as many or as few of them as you want, and it's still considered enough. Like the most important part is name your Pokemon. You can only catch one Pokemon per route, and if it dies, it dies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some people even go as far to say that if your team fully wipes, that's game over. You start from the beginning. You are dead. Some use the caveat rule where we can be like, as long as you have Pokemon in your PC that you haven't used yet, you could still go on with them, but you can't use any of the Pokemon that died. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ed, were you saying something?
No, you were just lingering on the sum, and I was like, body
Once
told me.
Body what told me.
And that's how that stops.
Ryan's full of macaroni.
Copyright infringement. Right.
Somebody once told me Goodell was gonna
roll me.
I ain't the bestest game of the decade.
I ain't the great about it, bro. Andrea, have you played out that you want to talk about? Hey, that's all right.
Have you? Because if you have to tell us.
What?
So because if you have to tell us. It's not optional.
Well, it's not. No, it is optional. No one's forcing anyone to do anything. Oh dear God! Don't do it! Don't do it!
I'm uncomfortable.
Why are you uncomfortable? I am not doing anything wrong.
That's the thumbnail right there.
just my face pressed up against the screen.
So it's like Duncan getting as close to the camera as possible, and Ryan getting as far away from the camera as possible.
And I'm also here.
Just put my face up to the screen. Just from the video page from Mahler there. Just take the "did it failed" text and just put it on right on under my face. It'd just be great.
Fair enough. Where we got? Oh yeah, gaming news. Some game came out like Cyberpunk something or other.
Cyberbullying. 2017.
I really wish I was committed to anything.
I think
because if I was even remotely committed to anything in my life, I would have been really happy to come into this podcast having just played The Witcher 3. And then it could be all like, well, now that Cyberpunk 2077 is out, this seems like a really good time to review The Witcher 3. So here are my thoughts on the game. But I didn't. I haven't played it yet. I mean, honestly, you could have a counter on the bottom of my screen that just says, weeks since Witcher 3.
last logged into Witcher 3.
Yeah, and just keep it going.
Well, that's why we made that little joke, didn't we? It's like, right, Duncan, you've clearly played The Witcher 3. What's it about?
It's about witching.
The main character, Gazalt,
the main character
ends up meeting with 2B, and they then go around a dead world full of no humans and just tiny little robots. And, oh shit! Sorry, no, that's Nier Automata, isn't it?
Nier.
Or is it Automata or Automata?
Yes.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Old Tomatoes. That's what it's called.
Nier Old. Considering that Nier was a spin-off of a fake ending from Drakensang. It's interesting how that ended up being better. So Cyberpunk came out. There's lots of discussion about it. Mainly, the main one that's out at the moment was the mishit of CD Projekt Red of failing to put an epilepsy warning at the beginning of the game, and then
That was a bit of an oopsie.
It was an oopsie. It's rectified now. It now has it at the beginning. See, the problem that I had is that CD Projekt Red did have an epilepsy warning. The problem is they shoved it in the end user license agreement. Now, hands up those who've actually read an end user license agreement. Yeah, thought so. So that's that.
You look like a fool.
So what else? Oh yeah, Steam hit a concurrent user high. 24.7 million people using Steam at exactly the same time.
It's a lot of people. A lot
It
of
is.
people indoors not getting anything productive done.
No, like me.
Yeah, like you. I'm not logging into Steam right now.
I'm not going to be productively playing Fall Guys, or that Fall Guys will have already been out by that point. There's no show. I'm just going to try and get a couple more ranks before Season 2 ends, because I've not played much of that. And Season 3 is bringing new obstacles like fans.
Oh god.
Like, you know, whirly fans.
I was gonna say it was like people cheering. And it's like, woohoo! I love Fall Guys.
No, like
Imagine
ventilation fans.
It's like, that's like it's like you go to you can spectate in other people's games now, and you need to be like a hazard. And it's like, I love you guys.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of Fall Guys, they did drop a hint that they may be putting private games in soon. Private Fall Guys game.
Oh my
Fall Guys
god.
games.
Private Fall Guys. Oh my god, that'd be so creepy. There's like 5 people here. It's just like, and I would love it if like it kept like the spacing of like the full parties. So it's like there's 100 potential spots and there's 6 people and they're just all spread out.
I think part of the idea is that they said is they're going to try and make the round structure fit based on the amount of people that are sort of playing. So like if we did just have a 6-person private game of Fall Guys, there would still be the same amount of like rounds or something like that, but just change the elimination targets.
So 1.
Yeah, one
per round.
Hey, you
One
never
poor
know.
son of a bitch.
I mean, like literally, if you have 5, literally, if you have 4 rounds and there's 5 people playing, like one is the limit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that being said, if we now have our new stream coordinator, that's now Terry's new official made-up title that we've given him. You know, if he ever decides to get into Fall Guys and we stream that.
Don't want to be a streaming Canadian. That doesn't really work as well, does it? I don't know why that song got in my head like did this morning or yesterday or something.
Probably because the world's fucked.
Just randomly. What does that? What does Weird Al have to do with the world being fucked? Are you saying something about
sorry,
Weird
no. Well, that being said, he did partner up with the Gregory brothers for the US election.
Who?
The channel Smoyoyo. They do the auto-tune the news series.
No.
In fact, they also got like. So hold on, where's their channel?
Don't want to be some beer swelling honking up.
So put it in the Discord. So it's that channel. That's not their channel. The main channel is no. Delete that one, right?
You can do it.
There we go. I can do it. While we're doing this,
I gotta put that in the general chat.
Oh my god!
You did.
I just. Oh my god! His fucking.
Here we are. Channels. Oh no.
Muller's fucking about me section is so funny. I never even noticed until I pasted that. Oh god, I love it.
There it is. Smo Yoho is the channel name. But they did, yeah, they did.
I was trying to find whatever you're trying to post, and I just seen what Andrew put in general chat. I was like, "What is this? What does this mean?"
Yeah, Tambourine or Blake, your spreen.
Blake.
Oh, for
You'll breathe.
heck off.
You can do it. Ryan, I believe in you.
Yes,
Do
I'm
you?
sure I wanted to
I
leave the
don't.
message. Yeah, I wouldn't. You uncircumcised Philistine, sure, okay. For some reason, it's not /cry, okay. Open link in new tab. Here we go. Got it, third time lucky.
It only took
Yeah,
you a year.
there's their actual channel, but they did debate, they did the debates for the US election, but they fucking, like, collaborated with Blondie
Okay.
and Weird Al. And then the last one, they actually got, Hollywood actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Weird Al's way cooler than him, but that's cool too, I guess.
There was also some other one who's Darren Criss. I've never heard of him.
Who is Darren Criss?
Good question. I don't know. I think we
Never
might be
heard of
running over time. I think we're running out of stuff to talk about.
A little bit. We're a little over time. I mean, it's been like an hour and a half almost.
Right. He's from Glee. So let's wrap this up then.
Speaking of Glee, let's end this podcast.
Yeah. So this has been the Immaterial Gamers podcast. If you liked what you listened to,
The joke is that Glee got canceled.
Did it?
Then like, share, subscribe on the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube and you decide you actually just want to listen to it in your ears, either just let it run in the background, as I believe that was what Duncan's idea is, or you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever your podcasts are served.
You can do it.
That's the thing. One of the episodes you can watch on iHeartRadio. I still don't know how that got there. There's another one of our podcasts that ended up on
Which episode is it?
listennotes.com. Again, don't know how they got there, but sure. Like to thank Duncan and Andrea and Ryan and Craig and Martin and the Christmas tree
And Dee's trophy.
Dee's trophy. and Martin and Don's Christmas tree. I think I've already mentioned the Christmas tree. It's so nice. I got to mention it
You
again.
did?
Have we got the Oscar wrap up music? No,
Just
we've
mention it.
actually got the Immaterial Gamers wrap up music. Right, let's
The
do
only
it.
thing
See
you-
you later,
the only-
everyone.
The only thing
go
you've
on,
got is a photoshopped crook slowly lowering itself around your neck.
Yeah. Oh, Well, yeah, that was
JPEG of one.
yeah. So we'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye. Just slowly fade in tambourine, or I'll break your spleen. Just slowly fade it in.
No, wait, I know. We'll bring back the air horn.
Brow, 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 brow.